This is a 6-year-old outdated Galaxy Note 20 and today I'm going to put OneUI 8 on it with Galaxy AI with Android 16. Officially, this phone only ever got Android 13, OneUI 5.1. That's where Samsung left it. No AI features, nothing from the S26 era. That was Samsung's final gift to it. And then they just moved on. But what you're looking at right now is not Android 13. This is the full OneUI 8. The same software running on the S25. The same software features Samsung is shipping on their $1,300 flagships. And it's sitting on a 2020 phone that most people have already sold or forgotten about. And no, this is not an app, not a skin, not some Play Store thing that promises miracles. This is a proper custom ROM. And so far, it's running really well. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. Now this process works on the S20 series too, but I only have 2 hands and 1 brain. So today we are doing this on the Note 20 only. Now before we get into the steps, which by the way are quite simple, let me show you what's actually on this phone right now. Because when I first booted this ROM, I expected things to go wrong. I expected the boot loops, that green tint when switching cameras, the same thing we saw on the Note 10 and S10 upgrades. I expected random restarts, maybe broken apps, features loading but doing nothing. What I got instead was this: audio eraser, AI formatting and summarizing in notes, photo assist to clean up messy backgrounds, and then there's the actual feel of it, the transparency, the redesigned menus. The whole OneUI 8 vibe is just there, fully. And the cherry on top, this process was quite simple. But simple doesn't mean nothing can go wrong. Skip a step, rush through it, freestyle it, and you're looking at a boot loop with your photos gone. But look, I have to say this, precaution is always better than the cure. To get these S25 features with the OneUI 8 experience on an older phone, we have to do a full wipe. So before touching anything, backing up your data is the smart move. You can do it however you like. But if you're specifically moving between iOS and Android, this tool by Wondershare called MobileTrans is one of the options that makes that process easier. It's basically a desktop tool that lets you move data between phones or back it up to your PC. You simply connect the phone with USB, choose what you want to transfer, photos, contacts, messages, and it copies them over. And one thing it actually handles pretty well is WhatsApp transfers, even between Android and iPhone, which, let's be honest, most official tools still haven't perfected. You can also create a full backup on your computer and restore it later if something goes sideways during the flashing process. Because once the wipe starts, there's no Ctrl+Z. So do check out the MobileTrans link in the description. And now, before we touch anything to get OneUI 8, do these 3 things. Number 1. Back up your data. 2. Make sure your phone is on the latest official firmware, Android 13, OneUI 5.1. 3. Remove any Samsung accounts linked to the phone. Alright, so here's where I grabbed the required files. But first, check this out, straight from the developers themselves. I'm not responsible for brick devices, dead SD cards, thermonuclear war, or you getting fired because the alarm app failed. And if you point the finger at me for messing up your device, I will laugh at you. They have built something that gives a 6-year-old phone a new OS for free. And their only demand is that you don't be stupid about it. Respect that. And right here on this page, they also have a known bugs list. I have checked it for the Note 20 and everything they flagged here seems to be working fine on my end. No boot loops, no crashes, nothing major, except the standby battery timing which isn't great. Check it yourself before you flash because your experience might vary. Now let me grab what we need. I need 4 things. 1. The ROM file. So I'll click on this. Note 20 is C1S. Note 20 Ultra is C2S. But if you are unsure, just Google your model number and the word code name. It will take you like 30 seconds. Number 2. The recovery file. 3. The latest add-in. 4. Samsung USB drivers. Only if this is your first time connecting the phone to a PC for something like this. Oh, and one more thing. You need a Windows PC, not a Mac. Odin is Windows only. Alright, 7 steps. Follow every single one. Do not freestyle. Step 1. Enable developer options. So go to Settings, About Phone, Software Information, tap build number 7 times, and when it says Developers Mod Enabled, Go back to main settings, open developers options, and make sure OEM unlocking is toggled on. Mine was already on, but if yours isn't, turn it on. Also, turn the Wi-Fi on and check for any pending updates. Make sure your phone is on the latest available official build. Step 2. Enter download mode. Turn the phone completely off. Then hold volume up plus volume down together and plug the USB cable. You will see a warning screen. If your bootloader isn't unlocked yet, you'll see a device unlock mode option. So long press volume up to enter it, and then confirm it by pressing the volume up again. This will trigger the phone to factory reset itself, which is normal, so wait for it. Once that's done, press the volume up plus volume down again, and then press volume up again. This will put you in the download mode. Step 3. Flash recovery with Odin. Open Odin on your PC. This blue indicator in the top left means my phone is connected. Now go to the Options tab, uncheck Auto Reboot, then click on AP, browse to your TWRP recovery tar file, and hit Start. A few seconds later, we'll see Pass in green. Nice. That's exactly what we want. Step 4. Boot into TWRP. Here's the gymnastics. Hold all three buttons at the same time. Volume up, volume down, and power. The moment the screen goes black, release volume down only. When the Samsung logo appears, release power, but keep holding volume up. That puts you straight into the TeamWin recovery. Step 5. Wipe and format. Now inside recovery, go to wipe, format data, and type yes. After this, go back and reboot to recovery. This unlocks the internal storage so your PC can see it. Step 6. Copy the ROM. My phone storage is now visible as a drive on my PC, so I'll just copy the ROM zip file into it. Step 7. Flash the ROM. Now back in the recovery, I'll go to install, I'll find the ROM zip file and swipe right to flash it. This will take about 5 to 6 minutes, so just wait. When it's done, just tap on Reboot System. The first boot will be slow, longer than a normal restart. And there it is, OneUI 8, Galaxy AI, Android 16 on the Note 20, running the modern OS for $0 extra. Now to be clear, I'm not using this as my main phone, and I wouldn't recommend that either. Banking apps, Play Store certification, and the general unpredictability of a custom ROM means your daily driver should probably stay on stock. But I did it because it's fun. And because experiments like this show how much life is still left in hardware that most people think is finished. Hardware that's still beautiful, like the Note 20 series.